If you're running D&D for 2 or 3 players, I'm about to tell you the single thing that quietly wrecks your table, and it's not what you think. I'm Tim with Anvil Inc., and well, today, let's get into it. It's not that your monsters are too weak, it's not that your players are too strong, and it's definitely not that you need harder stat blocks. The thing that hits a small table the hardest is how many monsters you put on the board, not how tough they are, how many. And here's why this matters. For teaching a new player, specifically, nothing overwhelms a brand new player faster than a battlefield with 8 things moving on it. So today, I'm going to show you the fastest way to make a combat click for someone new by fixing the one balancing mistake most every GM makes at a small table. Stick with me because once you see this, you can't unsee it. Let's start with the phrase that explains everything: action economy. I know what you're thinking, it sounds like an accounting term, but it's not. It just means in a fight, whoever gets to take more actions per round has the advantage. Every turn is a resource. More turns, more damage, more control of the room or the situation. Now, picture a table full of 5 players versus 5 goblins. That's 5 actions aside. That's roughly even. And it feels even. That's how we're used to it. But if you don't have 5 players, you only got 2, maybe 3, here's where the GM gets into trouble. And they read an adventure that says 6 goblins, and they just put 6 goblins on the board because that's what the book says. So now it's 6 goblins against 2 players, 6 actions against 2 actions, every single round. Those monsters get to attack 3 times for every 1 time your players do. That's not a hard fight, that's an ambush. Your players will feel like they're drowning because mechanically they are. They just go once, then they sit and watch 6 enemies take turns hitting them. It's not fun for a veteran, and for a new player, well, that's the moment they decide D&D is confusing and stressful, and maybe not for them because they don't get to do too much. The monsters didn't need to be stronger, they were just too many of them. Here's a trap, and I fell into it for years. When you want to make a fight harder, the instinct is just to add more bad guys. It's the easiest dial to turn on. Fight too easy? Throw in 3 more skeletons. Done. Let's have at it. And on paper, the difficulty math even agrees with you. More monsters, higher total challenge. But the math assumes a full party absorbing all those attacks and spreading them out. At a small table, 2 to 3 players, that same add more instinct does 2 bad things at once. 1, it spikes the danger way past what you intended, because all those extra attacks are landing on just 2 or 3 characters. There's nowhere for the damage to go. And number 2, this is the one people miss, it makes the fight slower and more confusing. Every monster is another turn you have to run, another initiative slot, another set of dice, another okay, and now the second goblin moves here. Your new player is sitting there trying to remember how their sword works, and meanwhile, you're narrating the 11th enemy action of the round. More monsters doesn't read as epic to a beginner, it reads as noise. Something you've got to think about. So here's the fix, and it's simpler. Fewer monsters, but make each monster matter. Instead of 2 goblins, instead of 6 goblins, run 2. But those 2 aren't the same goblins from your book. You're going to beef them up a little bit so the fight still has the teeth. 3 ways to do that, and you can mix them. Idea number 1, give them more hit points. Take that extra monster budget you were going to spend on bodies and pour it into one of the goblins that are left. A goblin that should have died in 1 hit now takes 2 or 3 hits. Suddenly it's a real obstacle, not a speed bump, without adding a single new turn to the round. Tip number 2, give them more than 1 attack. This is a big one. The reason a full table works is that monsters collectively get a lot of attacks. So give 1 monster multiple attacks per round. Your beefed up goblin boss doesn't swing once, he swings twice, maybe even 3 times. Now a single creature is generating the pressure that is used to take on 4 creatures to generate. So it's the same threat, but a quarter of the bookkeeping for you, and allows your new player to keep track of things. Tip number 3, let them act when it's not their turn. This is borrowed straight from how the game builds, so it's a big solo monster. Give your main baddie a reaction. When the player hits him, he snaps back with a counterattack, or a special move he can do at the end of someone else's turn. Now he feels like he's doing something always dangerous, even though he's only 1 creature on the board. it works. It might sound a little confusing, but when you start playing on the board, it makes a lot of sense. And more hit points, more attacks, actions outside his turn. That's how you take one monster and make it feel like a fight, instead of throwing 6 at the wall and hoping it comes off well without overwhelming a new player or other players. Now let's bring it all the way back to the new player, because this is where it really pays off. When there are only 2 monsters on the table, a beginner can actually track the fight. They can see it. Okay, there's the big one, there's the little one, the big one hurts, I'll go after that one. That's a decision they can make and feel good about. So, I like it. Put 8 enemies down and the same player freezes. Too many choices, too many happenings, and they default to, I attack the closest one, I guess. They're not playing, they're just trying to survive the turn order. Fewer monsters means every choice they make is visible. They hit the goblin's clearly hurt, and they feel it. That feedback loop, I did a thing and that thing happened, that's the entire hook of the game. That's what makes somebody say, okay, when do we play again? You teach a new player faster by giving them less to look at, not more. A clean board with 2 real threats teaches this game better than a crowded one with 8. When they get higher, throw more at them, but for now, keep it simple, and especially if you have a small table. One warning, so you don't overcorrect though. Fewer monsters does not mean one giant stack of hit points that just gets standing there trading punches. If your single beefed up monster's whole plan is, I have 200 hit points and I hit you, that's boring. It turns into both sides swinging until someone falls over. New players will tune out of that just as fast. That's why the extra attacks and the reactions matter. They give the monster things to do, so the fight has a rhythm and gives it a reason to move. Terrain to use, a hostage to grab, a ledge to knock someone off. One monster with a plan beats 6 with none. Fewer bodies, more personality, that's the balance. So a quick recap, because this is the stuff I want to stick in your head. A small table, the thing that wrecks a fight isn't tough monsters, it's too many monsters. That's the action economy, and it runs your players over. The fix is fewer monsters, each one made to matter, more hit points, more attacks, and actions outside their turns. And the bonus is that a cleaner board is the fastest way to teach somebody new, because they can actually see it, see the fight they're in, and feel like they're making a difference. And they know what to do and have more creativity. Try it in your next session. Take whatever book tells you to throw at your 2 players, cut the number of monsters down a little bit, maybe at half, and pour everything you saved into one of those that are left. I promise the fight will be better, tougher when it counts, and easier to run. If this helped, that's the kind of small table stuff I make videos about, so stick around, I've got more. And if you got your own trick for running combat with a tiny group, drop in the comments, I actually read those. Now go run a better fight for your table, and if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you'd like to discuss next, and if you're looking for a good one-off adventure, please check out our webpage, anvilinc.com. It's where we make one-off adventures for small group tables and publish them. So I'll see you next time. I'm Tim, and go roll some dice.